Hello and welcome to another Verbling class. Today we're going to read a story together. I'm going to help you with your pronunciation, your speaking, and your writing skills. We'll focus on the article, reading it for the first 30 minutes, and then we'll have a discussion. All this coming up shortly. The article today is entitled, Dumb People Sent a Worthless Stock Soaring. Dumb Machines May Do It Next. All right, I know people have signed up for the class, but no one's here yet, so maybe we're waiting a little bit for people to get in from a previous class. Hello, Hyde. How are you this evening? Your microphone's on, Hyde. Hello. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
How are you this morning?
Fine, thank you.
Bob, where are you from?
I'm from Rome, in Italy.
So good afternoon then.
Yes, thank you.
You're the second Italian student I've had this morning.
What about the first one?
Well, first one was a gentleman from Milan who is a private student of mine.
Oh, okay.
So we had a class about 2 hours ago.
Oh, great.
So, and he's an investment student, so he works in the financial sector.
Oh, like a lot of people in Milan do.
Yes, yes, indeed. So what kind of sector do you work in?
I'm working advertising.
Oh, that's an exciting industry.
Yeah, yes, but when you have a job. At the moment, I'm unemployed.
Well, I wish you all the best. Obviously, speaking multiple languages is a good thing.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, I see everyone's starting to come in now. Let's see who else is in the class. Hello, Hyde. All right,
Hello?
looks like... Oh, there you are.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Good evening.
Good evening.
So Hyde is a time traveler. It's late Saturday evening where she is, and she's come to the past to say hi to us.
Yes, yes. End of this lesson, it will be tomorrow. then Sunday.
It'll be Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So welcome, Hyde. It's always good to have you in the class.
Thank you very much. My computer is a little slow.
I understand. I sensed something was wrong. Hussein, hello.
Hi, Shimon. Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Turkey. And what's the weather like today in Turkey?
It's very hot, and it's very sunny day today. It's very hot. Yeah.
Well, I hope that after class you can go outside and enjoy some nice beverages, maybe some nice good Turkish coffee.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's too hot. Most probably, I will not go outside right now.
I understand.
Maybe it's not 5 p.m. and maybe 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. It will be much cooler and I can go out, I think.
I have a better suggestion for you. Why don't you watch the World Cup game today between Brazil and I don't know if it's Netherlands, and then go out afterwards, and then you'll have something to talk about.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. All right. Well, thanks for
What?
coming. And Rodrigo, hello, sir.
Hi.
Back.
I'm
How's your
sorry.
day so far?
It's great.
Good. Excellent. We're going to get started with an interesting story about the financial markets shortly. What are you going to be doing today, Rodrigo?
And I just have study and I will watch the game.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend for watching games. We've got Brazil today, and then we have Germany tomorrow. And I know a lot of Brazilians are hoping that Argentina doesn't win, not because they don't like Argentina, but there's this rivalry between the two countries in football.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Brazilians like Argentinians and vice versa, but when it comes to football, it's war.
Yeah, it really is.
Excellent. Well, I hope you can enjoy the games later today. What time is the game today? 4 o'clock or 5?
5 o'clock.
5. So that means 4 o'clock my time. Perfect. All right. And Tatiana. Hello, Tatiana.
Hello, hello.
Oh, now, with your name, you wouldn't be from Russia, would you?
Yeah,
What part of Russia?
North Caucasus.
Oh, you have some cold winters, don't you?
Yes, and very rainy here.
Well, I live in the second coldest country in the world, so I understand.
Yeah,
All right, well, welcome to class. And I also
thank
see
you.
we have Giulietta with us again. Hi, Giulietta.
Hi. Good evening.
Good afternoon, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. It's good to see you. I missed you yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm noticing, guys, that while the World Cup is on, the number of people in my evening classes has dropped significantly. It's gone from 9 students to 8 students in a class down to like 4. But hey, it's World Cup, right? You gotta have fun. And Ebby, hello, Ebby.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Where are you from, Ebby?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Well, needless to say, it's probably very hot there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. And what are you planning on doing today? Are you going to watch the football game? Are you going to relax, study?
No, I don't like watching soccer and these things. I'm just gonna relax at home
That
with my
sounds good.
family.
That
Yeah.
sounds great. Well, welcome. And Ahmed, welcome.
Hi class.
Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
You joined us for another academic English class. And guys, this is, I consider, one of the best classes, because what we do in academic English class is we focus on many different skills. Okay? So I'm sharing my screen only for a short time because I want you to see what I see. Because I want you to go to Google Drive, and then I want you to click on this blue icon that says Hangout Notes. Here's what we focus on. You first focus on reading, okay? But you're also speaking out loud, so it helps with your speaking and your pronunciation. If I see a word that isn't pronounced properly, I'll bold it, and then after you finish your paragraph, we'll go over the pronunciation. But this class is about much more than that. It's about comprehension. We'll spend the first half of the class reading, listening to each other. Okay, so we focus on listening as well. Then we're going to spend the remaining half of the class in a discussion. For those of you that know me, we spend a majority of our time talking. Listening to me is not what you guys want to be doing all the time. You need to practice speaking, and that's what my classes are all about. So please, everybody, go to Google Drive and click on Hangout Notes. You need to be able to do that to see the lesson. Because I'm going to disable sharing now. I can't share while I'm teaching because there's certain teacher information at the bottom of the screen that I'm not supposed to share, or I get in trouble. Okay. So, Ahmed, are you in the document?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I would like you to please read the title and the first paragraph.
Okay. Dumb people sent a worthless stock soaring. Dumb machines may do it next. The stock market draws human stupidity the way a black hole sucks in starlight. The dot-com bubble of the late 20th century remains the iconic example. This week we got a small reminder of what those dumb days were like thanks to Think Technology.
Okay, good. Now, guys, as students are reading, if there's a word here you don't understand, double click on it and click the bold button. Okay? And then what I'll do is after the student has read it, I'll go over that word, I'll say it, and then I'll give the definition, okay? So you did a very good job there. Now, what do we mean by the word dumb here, Ahmed? What does the word dumb mean?
I really don't know.
Okay, the word dumb means you can't hear. That's literally what dumb means. Okay? Unable to speak. But that's not how most people use the word. If I was to say that Ahmed is dumb, it doesn't mean that he can't hear. And Ahmed, I would never say that.
It is fine.
No, it would be rude to actually say that. Because in English, you'll hear people say, oh, you're dumb.
Yeah,
what
but
people really mean to say is, you're stupid.
I see. Got it.
Right. No, but what I'm saying, Ahmed, is will people say, we'll call people dumb, they're really saying stupid. And it's not a nice thing. So in this context here, we can read it. Stupid people sent a worthless stock soaring. Stupid machines may be next. Stupid means lack of intelligence. Okay, Giulietta wants help with this word, soaring. Does anybody know what the word soaring means?
Increasing?
Yeah, increasing, but at a very high level. Okay? To rise high. To increase, well, we could have a slow increase like this, right? That's an increase. Soaring is more like this, very high up. Okay, like birds soaring on the air, they're thousands of feet up.
Skyrocketing.
Yeah, I'd say skyrocketing is just as good. All right, Bob, could you please read the next paragraph?
Okay. Sync is an apparently not existent social media company whose penny stock shares jumped in value by more than 25,000%. A better return, a Business Insider notes that someone who bought Apple stock in 1980s would see if they were still holding those shares.
Okay, bought.
Bought.
Okay, when you see words with O-U-G-H-T, it's just like caught, sought, bought. It has that back of the throat, ought. Okay, so bought. Business Insider. Business Insider.
Business Insider.
Excellent. Non-existent.
Not existent.
Excellent. And somebody highlighted penny stock. Hussein wrote that or highlighted that. Does anybody know what a penny stock is?
I was trying to find the meaning.
It's actually a very simple meaning. They're
Small amount?
stocks. Sorry?
Small amount?
I didn't quite hear that, Hyde. Again, please.
Small amount of.
Well, it's okay. Companies that have a low stock price, but in particularly, they're companies that have stocks that are worth in the pennies, not dollars. So if a company had a stock worth 25 cents, well, that would be considered a penny stock. Okay?
Okay.
And even if it reached $1.25, it might still be considered a penny stock. Usually these stocks are high risk, high return, but there's also a chance of failure.
But about zinc, is still a penny stock? Because
Well, I don't know about zinc much yet. This is my first time reading this article, but based on the brief that I heard, it sounds like a penny stock, but let's read further to find more about zinc.
Okay.
All right. Next, please, Ebby, could you read the next paragraph?
Okay. During the heyday of 1990s internet stock speculation, sorry, I can't read this word.
Curmudgeons?
Curmudgeons could rest assured that human-powered greed was fueling runs on IPOs for companies that had never made a cent. But today, with a rise of high-frequency trading, it is understandable to wonder whether zinc was just some kind of algorithmic hiccup. Maybe Wall Street's computers are just punking us.
Okay, curmudgeons, I know. You guys must be wondering what that means. Bad-tempered person. Curmudgeons are bad-tempered people, or people that may not be just bad-tempered, but surly or grumpy in nature, right? They never seem to be happy. Heyday. What does heyday mean? Does anybody know what heyday means?
I know have Ebba.
No. Okay, if we refer to a company's heyday,
Yeah, I think it's like the time period in when they make the most money, and it's the most powerful time of them. Like,
sure, yeah.
for
In
example,
your
how
heyday
many?
is your best time.
Yeah.
So for a company, when you were making the most money, when you had the best products, for me as a person, it might have been when I was in college or university. That would have been my heyday. Okay, it's when everything is going well. It could be past or present. It's usually the past. Okay, hiccup. What's a hiccup?
What have you done?
Yeah, this is a hiccup. Okay, so if we're describing something as a hiccup, it's not normal, it's not sustained, it's a brief change. So if we're talking about an algorithmic hiccup, or let's say a hiccup on the stock market, it's when we have a brief blip, a jump, right? Hiccups don't last for very long. Okay, good job, guys. Excellent. Next paragraph, Giulietta, please. Well, hold on, it's a long one, so let me split it up. There we go. If you could read the next paragraph, please, Giulietta.
On the surface, the prospect of supercomputer-fueled microbubbles doesn't seem that far-fetched. Remember when the Standard & Poor's 500 index briefly lost more than $136 billion after the Associated Press hacked Twitter account falsely report explosion at the White House. Things surge apparently start in the mid-June after stock pumping. Twitter account started tweeting identical messages hyping the shares.
Okay, Farfetched. Farfetched. Could you repeat after me, please? Farfetched. Giulietta? Okay, I've lost Giulietta. All right, Hyde, could you read the next paragraph, please?
With machines empowered to make their own trading decisions plugged into the Twitter Firefox, the risk that one artificial brain might mistake junk tweet for real intel seems real. And because, as the name suggests, trades happen so quickly, the damage could be done before a smarter person can backstop the decision.
Well read, Hyde. No corrections. Okay. Next paragraph. Hussein, if you could read the next paragraph, please.
Yeah. It begins with that said.
Yes, sir.
That said, science's rise probably has less to do with a software glitch and more with a bug in human programming that blinds some people to the mid of a free lunch. Given the low volume of trading in science shares, fewer than 400,000 shares yesterday, with a closing price of $13.90 per share, no one made or lost a whole lot of money, at least not by Wall Street standards. The winners and losers likely were typical penny stock hustlers, day traders chasing small jumps and drops. A few might have thought Singh was the white whale they'd been chasing all along, and some of them may have landed it.
Okay. $13.90 or $13.90, but most people would say $13.90.
$13.90.
Yes, and even though there's a dollar sign there, you could quite easily read it with a closing price of $13.90.
$13.90.
A lot of people say that.
Just saying it like $13.90 is not correct.
Well,
I
no, you wouldn't say
dollar.
$13.90. That doesn't make any sense. You'd say $13.90.
Okay, I got it.
Or you could just say $13.90.
Okay.
Right? Sink.
Sink.
Human.
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 Yeah, human.
Human.
Okay, good. Thank you. Next we go on to Rodrigo. Could you read the next paragraph, please?
Okay, but the potential for an automated version of that kind of quick buck thinking is there. After all, high-frequency trading, as revealed by Michael Lewis and others, is a similar kind of arbitrage, just at much faster speed and informed by microseconds of inside knowledge that come from hardwired connections to the stock exchanges. While most high-frequency trading remains grounded in statistical analysis of patterns in the markets themselves, the AP Twitter hack example shows trading firms are letting their machines come social media and the news in search of competitive advantage.
Okay, good. Patterns.
Arbitrage.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to read a sentence. I want you to just listen to how I say it. Listen to my consonants, how sharp they are, and notice how the words flow, starting with while. While most high-frequency trading remains grounded in statistical analysis of patterns in the markets themselves, the AP Twitter hack example shows trading firms are letting their machines comb social media and the news in search of competitive advantage. Okay? So you still want to be sharp with your consonants. Now, if somebody wants to know what arbitrage means, does anybody know what arbitrage means?
Hostile?
Well, I wouldn't say it's hostile. Essentially, it's when a firm is buying and selling at the same time securities, currencies, commodities in different markets in order to take advantage of pricing differences. So let's say we have a company like Apple. Apple is on NASDAQ. Now let's assume that Apple also listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So what we would do is we would have these computers that would look at the price difference, and let's say at 10 o'clock in the morning at 0.0005 seconds, the price was $95.05. Then at 10:0045, 95.10, which is essentially the same time, it would be better to buy at 95.10 and then immediately sell it at 95.05, thus making 5 cents for little or no risk. So we exploit the differences in price between one market and another at such a fast rate using computers that it doesn't give people enough time to equalize the rates. All right. Next paragraph, please. Tatiana.
Okay. The problem is that computers still aren't smart enough to parse their complexities of human communications in a way that makes them reliable arbiters of what news is actually worth trading on. These days, as Businessweek reported after the AP incident, brokers are offering traders human-curated lists of Twitter feeds and news sources vetted for reliability. Algorithms then score those sources to come to a final aggregate measure of whether the news about a given company is positive or negative. Those sources almost certainly would not include the pump and dump tweet streams that send things soaring. Even if trading machines were reading those junk tweets, ideally their decision-making data would also include basic facts about the company, such as in the case of Think, no revenue, assets, or products.
Thank you. Wood.
Word.
Wood.
Word.
Parse.
Parse.
Complexities.
Complexities.
Excellent. Okay, everybody has had a chance to read. Now what we're going to focus on, we're just going to have a conversation. We're going to start off by talking about this story. What is it about? And who knows, maybe we'll start talking about other things related to the financial markets.
Maybe about stock trading.
Good. Well, give me a second, Heidi, because I want to explain one more thing. At the bottom of the article, you'll see a title that says, what is this story about? I want each of us to start writing, what is this story about? And as you guys write, I'll ask students to tell me more about what they've written. So again, this is an opportunity for you to practice your writing, and I will help you with spelling. Okay? And we're going to have a wide open discussion for the next half an hour. So what is the story about? Hyde, you were about ready to say something. Hyde, you were going to say something and I cut you off. Hyde, you're on mute.
I write it.
Oh, you want to write it? Okay, go ahead. All right, so everybody, you can see Haida's writing. More than one of us can write at the same time. Just pick an empty line and start writing. So the focus is not just on pronunciation or reading. I want to see what you guys think about the story. Ahmed, Rodrigo, come on, let's start writing. Giulietta,
Okay.
sentence or two. If I don't see you writing, I'll just start picking on you to start talking.
I'm thinking what to write, really. That's
All right, so Ahmed, you're not writing, so tell us, what do you think this story is about?
I'm about to write.
All right, Tatiana, what is this story about? Tatiana? Hello, Tatiana? Now I'm losing people. Guys, don't be afraid. This is where you really start to learn. It helps you with your English. Okay? Giulietta. Hello, Giulietta? What's going on here? Hyde?
Yeah.
Okay, no one's talking, so I'm going to pick on you. I see you're writing. Tell us a bit more about what you're writing.
Stock market is nowadays it changed wider, and even arbitrators are frequently trading because of computer online. Online trading the people's habit. It changed the people's habit.
Okay, so you're saying it's more about computers trading than people these days.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Ahmed, tell us about what you're writing.
Okay, I'm not sure, but it is about, in general, about stock market, and this company called Sync that has like a low value of I don't know. I mean,
it's a penny stock with very low value.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, and what about this penny stock?
There is something here, I don't remember exactly, but like there is system or algorithm that can catch the time quickly, or this computer can do like the process of like selling and buying quickly to catch the time. Yeah, that's what I understood so far.
Okay, good. Yeah. So that computers are buying and selling and causing prices to go up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bob, tell us about what you wrote.
I wrote that these articles spoke about a technology that in future might prevent what happened with things. So I think that the journalist ask if machine can save the economy from this.
Okay, good.
And also I think that the journalist explains a little bit what happened with Sync, and explains also something related with Twitter that I couldn't get.
Okay, so you hit on a very interesting point there, Twitter, because I think Twitter plays a very important role in this story. So, what is that? So let's see if we can find out. Who hasn't had a chance to speak yet? Let's see, Ahmed. Rodrigo, tell us about what you're writing, and if you know anything about the effect of Twitter on this story.
I just know that it's about the stock market use technology to increase their value,
Hmm.
and I don't remember about the Twitter.
Well, how does the stock market work? How do prices go up and how do prices go down?
Well,
Think of it this way. How does the price of your house go up or down? What causes it to go up in value? What causes it to go down in value?
you can go to the next.
No. Let's, because this will help you with your vocabulary, right? So why does the value of things go up or down?
to to to
It's
to
something very basic. Don't overthink this. Why would
to earn
something
more
go up
money.
in price?
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so yes.
Go ahead.
Why would something go up in price?
To earn more money.
Yeah, and you go up, earn more money, right? So if something makes more money, it has more value, right?
Yeah.
Why would you buy something? Because you want it, right?
Yeah.
It's better
Well,
than something else. When things look better, function better, last longer, better marketing, they generally have a better value. When things don't work, fall apart, have a bad reputation, lose money, they have lower value. Julieta, welcome back. I see you're writing. Please tell us about what you're writing.
That technology affects the stock market because the information go faster than in the past with when they use just um, analysis.
Okay. So analysis has a big impact in analysis by what? People or computers?
Uh, I don't know. I think that the use of technology can share more information than the just using of statistic.
Yeah, it certainly can. And it can also do it a lot faster too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's important. Hyde, you're writing an awful lot there. Care to share what you're writing?
Mhm. It's not maybe it's a little different from this article.
Go on, tell us.
Late 20th century, there was a dot-com bubble.
Yes.
Many small companies became public, but the boom had gone away. Only few companies are still remaining. Recently, small bubble like that is going on. For example, 2 years ago, Facebook became public. Then the IPO, it had a good IPO marked.
Mm-hmm.
Then even another one, some game company I forgot. Facebook and related company. Facebook game company, I forgot the name. Even it became public.
That's
And
correct.
then last year, Twitter. But Facebook was like at first the IPO was very good, but suddenly it the price was gone down. Then they kept low price.
Yeah, it dropped. It lost a third of its value.
Then Twitter learned about that from that. Then last year they became public companies, but they considered about the IPO. It's quite low.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Hussein, I see you writing an awful lot there. Care to share what you're writing?
I think I didn't quite get the general idea, maybe because I wasn't here for a while, but I think as far as I understand, it talks about the stock market and the technology. And as far as we know, the shares in the stock market, they change by what people say, for example, what politicians say. And today's computers sometimes cannot understand, cannot differ what's true and what's false. For example, if the politicians say it or not. And I think it's about they cannot understand it, so it can change. The price of shares can change, depends on the false information.
Why do we care?
Why do we care? We don't care. Yeah. The people, the people who invest on these shares should care about it. But if I invest on, I should care.
Yeah, and then the problem is, and here's the real secret, most of you have missed this, but the reason why it matters is that computers are playing a larger role in the stock market. Most of the trades are actually computers.
Yeah.
These aren't computers that are buying for people, these are computers buying for computers. They're looking at the market, they're scanning the internet for information.
Yep.
And based on this information, they're buying or selling.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. People are looking on internet, but there's no real information. There can be false information about it. So yeah, it's the right track, I think. That's what I was trying to explain, I think.
Good. So here's the problem. Now, they're looking for information, but they can't tell if the information is fake or if it's real. Does that pose a problem? Hi, does that pose a problem?
Before, when I was a child, my father was trading some stocks. So that time he listened to the radio. Then sometimes he needed to telephone call to the company. So it's quite slow. So people needed to think about the price or about the companies. But nowadays, people can trade through computer. They can have a quick decision to buy, and only one day they selling and buying many times repeatedly.
Yeah, it is very fast, and it's getting even faster.
And even the traders, they don't know about that company. Only taking price and movement.
Okay, good. Bob, what do you think?
I think that this article shows an hole in the economic stock exchange, which is not completely resolved because of this lack between the human communication and what computer actually can understand about human communication. And also says that still the technologies cannot resolve this problem, and I think this.
Okay. Ahmed, what do you think?
The problem here, I mean, computers look like I mean, the computers present people or human being. So they start like to listen to like some propaganda and like rumor has it these things, and they according to this information they start to act or react.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting. There, that means this is another world that has computers.
Kind of makes
instead
you
of
feel good
human
about
being.
investing in the market, doesn't it?
I don't know. I don't trust it in this way.
No, it's pretty bad. You know, kind of gives you, I don't know,
Yeah, in this case, I prefer like to have my own small business, like stall and sell things. You know,
Mhm.
it's better to deal with people.
I do know. And Rodrigo, what do you think? Rodrigo, what do you think? All right, Rodrigo's no longer with us. Hussein, should we, is this a good thing that computers are becoming or playing a larger role in the stock market, or is this a bad thing? Hussein?
Sorry? Sorry?
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I didn't understand the questions, man. Sorry.
Computers playing a larger role in the stock market, good or bad?
No, it's not good because the text says also that the people, for example, people people are looking on the internet to find the information about the companies and the shares, and it can be wrong because people can be wrong. People can be misinformation. Yeah, so it's not good. Maybe I don't know. I think it's a dilemma because if the people don't use computers, what can they use? You know, it's not possible to write all the things on paper or something.
Well, I'm not asking about whether people can use computers. What I'm asking about, should computers be able to control everything, that computers can make purchasing orders decisions on their own?
On their own.
Yeah, so instead of having people execute the trade, computers are executing the trades.
I think it's not good. It's not good because we don't have computers which are that intelligent, I think. Because I don't know, maybe in the future, but right now I don't think so. If they manage to do that, like because the people must enter the information to the computer. Because if they do it on their own, they can't do that, I think.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think it's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Ahmed, what do you think? Hail the computer our new boss, or should we fear it?
Ahmed?
Ahmed, yes.
Yeah, okay. Again, please. Sorry, because I was reading.
Computers seem to be controlling everything. So, one day are we going to wake up and say, "Hail, computer! You're our new boss, overlord"? No, is the computer going to become in charge of our lives?
Well, yeah. I think if we yeah, we have become like dependent. So I think yeah, computers might control us one day.
Well, that's negative.
Yeah, but but people still have the power over computers.
Interesting. Bob, this sounds like a scary future. What do you think?
I think that we have already seen that future in a lot of film. and all the ended was brutal for humanity. So I think that we should rely on computer technology, always with I don't know the word is indifference. Staying a little bit taking the distance from technology. Always not relying too much on technology.
Well, that's the problem. The reason why we're moving to computers is partly for speed and right, speed and greed. We want things fast and we want more money. We don't care if computers will end up controlling the world as long as I get my money first.
Yes, that's our problem, I think.
The big problem. Giulietta, what do you think?
Yes, that the problem is not technology, it's the greedy of human being.
So what do we do to change that?
Start to study literature.
It's not easy, is it? We can just sit by and complain about it, but that doesn't change anything, does it?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
We got a new student joining the class, Zorad. What do you think?
Hi everybody. It is interesting topic. In my opinion, I think computer, high technology is very important in our life, in the world. That is why we couldn't avoid high technology, but everything about computer have size. We must have create this size and intelligent, our human intelligent, we must keep every time, not only 21st century, 22nd century and other, because when we continue develop high technology, it maybe will be destroyed our world.
Yeah, that's a good point. We got to be very careful. We're seeing the complaints in stock market trading. We're using computers to control everything, and they're making foolish decisions. And do we really want to have a select few that can control the stock market through computers? They get their millions or billions, and the rest of us are left with what happened in 2007, a huge market crash that rippled around the world. Greed can be quite dangerous. Hi, do you think greed is good or greed is bad?
There are pros and cons. Before I mentioned my father was trading that time. It's very slow, and even the handling fee was very expensive. Then only few companies, big companies of broker, the stock brokers accumulated a lot of money. But nowadays we can trade through computer, so very small companies, they don't need to have any building, only inside the computer. So there are many stock brokers, so we can enjoy stock dealing, very low price of handling fee. And then that computer digged up a lot of people, small stock holders. For companies, maybe it's very good.
Could be very good. All right, we're getting close to the end of class. I want to draw you guys' attention to something. Hyde, you can probably sleep through this, but the rest of you are kind of new to me. I just clicked on our teaching page, so if you go to verbling.com/teachers/Simon, you see my page here, and you can see right down the side, this is just money about my private sessions, and if you want to book a private session, if you do, consider the 5, it's the best value. But really, the main reason to come here is you can see my next 6 classes. So if you guys go here, you can see my classes. Now, Hyde, you'll probably see it in a different time and date because, it's Sunday. This way, you know exactly when my classes start. But I'm offering a new class starting on the 18th. It's about eating out. We talk about restaurants, how to order, foods to order, dishes, utensils. It's all about eating out. Another class that's become very popular is role play. So we'll talk about investment and banking, and we're not going to talk about computers as our new overlord. We're going to talk about you, the type of stuff you do when you go to your bank, opening an account, online banking, buying stocks or mutual funds, credit cards, all that sort of vocabulary and terminology. And we'll play the role of, I could be a bank representative and you guys come in, you've come to Canada, you're starting up, and I'll help you with what you need. So we'll talk, we'll play through it, real life situations. And of course, on the 15th I have another role play, but we're at the office. So all sorts of things that you could imagine happening at the office, we'll run through those. And my next class is, I believe, on Monday, and it's all about the present continuous, one of my grammar lessons. Marketing, Apple versus Samsung. This is a class I had yesterday, and I wanted to run it again to give students a chance to practice their marketing abilities. So that's coming up. Those are my next 5 classes. Other things on my teaching page, if you guys are ever interested in private tutoring, where it's just me and you can pick a time, and this is what you'll see. If you just book one, it's $30, but if you book more than one, then it's $25. The advantages to private sessions, if you guys don't ever do them, they help you focus on one specific area. It might be pronunciation, it could be grammar, but it's just me and you. All right? And of course, you can see a bit more of the information about me and what I've done, my education, my certifications, and work experience. So that's that. So we're coming towards the end of the class. Are there any questions regarding today's class or the topic? None at all? Okay, well, I need to get ready for my next private session, so I'll need to end class now. You guys got 2 minutes before your next one. I want to thank each and every one of you for choosing my class, choosing me as your teacher for the past hour. Thanks so much for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye now.